Ooh, y'all trying to shake the doll today. Where's the return address on this? I'm gonna have to write you a letter back. Hey and hallelujah, it's me, Shangela, and I hear that there is a very special delivery coming my way. Burning questions that so many seem to have for the doll. Well, baby, I'm all answers, and here we go. All right, let's dive up in these questions. Okay, this is from @VintageDragQueens. Ooh, I love vintage, honey. I love vintage. @VintageDragQueens writes, what made you think of jumping out of a box? Well, I'll tell you, I'm a queen who loves a surprise. And what surprise doesn't generally come out of a box? Hallelujah, ladies! Oh my God. Hallelujah. On season 3, when I came back to compete on Drag Race, that wasn't my idea to come in the box. I showed up and they were like, Shangela, okay, great idea. We're gonna have you be a surprise. Get in the box. I said, baby, with this wig? So I climbed in the box, they put the lid down on the box, and then I was in there for a good 45 minutes. Yeah, and with no powder brush. So I know I was thinking, if I start sweating in this hot box, but don't worry, I still made it. And it became a thing for Shangela. So now I just love jumping out of anything, honey. I jump out of a box, out of a wedding cake, probably out of a moving vehicle if they ask me. On to the next. @RPDRMoments__ writes, who is your biggest drag inspiration? RuPaul. RuPaul truly is my biggest drag inspiration because RuPaul has taken drag and his love for the art of drag and creation, but also made opportunities for so many other people, including myself. @RPDR_gags, GAGGS, okay? That sounds like a rap. GAGGSL. That's cute. Okay, anyway, they write, being from an earlier season to being on All Stars, what was the biggest difference from season 2 to All Stars 3? Well, I would say it was visual. It was my look. Because in season 2, I remember I came in the door with a dream and no makeup on. And it took me 3 hours to do that. And just looking back at All Stars 3, I just felt like I had grown up in drag so much. Also, in season 2, I was so naive. I'd only been doing drag for like 5 months before I walked in the door and competed. And then in All Stars 3, I had, a number of years traveling, connecting with fans, learning from other amazing drag queens as well. And I took all of that with me into that room. This one's from @Layla.S.Sterling. She writes, how do you find the balance between drag being a job and a passion? Has making it your career made you love it any less? Ooh, that's a good question. It's like any job. Some days you love your job, and some days you go, ooh, let me remind myself why I love this job. I've worked many jobs in my life, and at a period in my life, I was working in a cubicle, 9 to 5, and that works for a lot of people. But for me, I knew that I wanted something more to be able to creatively express myself. I didn't know exactly how it would be. I'm so thankful it's this. You made it clear on season 3 that you did not have a sugar daddy. But now that we're 10 years later, true, have you found a partner of some sort? Ooh, what is this? What is this? Is Love and Hip Hop? Is this I Love New York? What is this, The Bachelor? Maybe I should be the Bachelor/Bachelorette. The answer to your question is no, I don't have a committed partner right now, but I love love. So, who knows? It might be in the cards. And if it ain't, don't worry, because Shanann will take care of herself. Because let me tell you something, I still don't have a sugar daddy. I never had a sugar daddy. If I want a sugar daddy, I can still go out and find one, because I'm still what? Sickening. Thank you. Okay, here we go. @SteffiBot writes, you have had some truly iconic lip syncs. Which one are you most proud of? Ooh, anyone that I won. I was so happy just to win anything. Well, one of my favorites will always be Freaky Money. From RuPaul's Drag Race, me and Trixie Mattel were out there, and it was just like, we already won. So it was just like, this is bonus, and I wanted to have fun, which is why I dressed the way I did, which is why I had my wig and my little costume reveal. I just wanted to have fun with it. And seeing RuPaul and Michelle and all the judges, Ross, everybody laughing and getting their lives to me, I was like, yeah, turn it out, Shanann.
Big Frida, better known as Queen Diva. Cute features, hair long like Mona Lisa.
This is from @Christine E. If you could have been on a different season of RuPaul's Drag Race, which season would you have chosen and why? That's a good question, because I've been on so many already. I think it would just be unfair for me to be on yet another season of RuPaul's Drag Race. But if there was one that I would go back and be a part of, it would be season 5. because season 5 had my sister and drag mother, Alyssa Edwards, and I wanted to be in the room to stand up for her when they were coming for her, as I know she would have done for me if there was ever a moment. So I would love to have been there on season 5 with Alyssa, because I could have just been like, what they say, girl, come on, let's go get them. At SteffiBot says, Shangela, one of the things I admire most about you is your perseverance for success. What advice would you give to someone who has found themselves back at square one once again? If you found yourself back at square one, just dust yourself off, get back up, and let's start again. Because there is no failure. There's just another moment. So in this moment, you might not get the win, but baby, another moment is right around the corner. So make it happen. This one's from at MTTXW. If you weren't a drag queen, what would you be doing right now? You know what I'd really be? I'd be a wedding planner. I am really good at planning events. When people come to my house or they come and hang out, like I love decorating, making sure everything is right, taking care of people, and I love weddings. So I watched the movie Bride Wars with Kate Hudson and Anne Hathaway. I live for a wedding. And the wedding planner with Jennifer Lopez, baby, find me my Matthew McConaughey. Hallelujah. At Vintage Drag Queens writes, what's one thing you haven't done but aspire to do with your work in the future? Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know. Shanann, that's me, has performed on 6 out of the 7 continents. The only one left is Antarctica. And I know it sounds crazy, but baby, I'm gonna put me together a good Happy Feet number, and I'm getting to Antarctica, and I'm gonna do my number. Okay, here we go. Last one, as SteffiBot writes, between your time in the pageant circuit, Drag Race, a solo acting career, and now starring in We're Here, which do you believe fully represents who you are as an artist? This is an interesting question, because people a lot of times in our society feel you have to choose one thing that best represents you. I honestly from the heart feel like everything represents me. I am an actor. I am a drag entertainer. I am someone who launches solo careers, and I write and I create. And I don't think either one of them really is the only me and the others are like second. I feel like they're all a part of me. It's all me, baby. Ooh, thank y'all so much for sticking with me and listening as I answered some really burning questions. I mean, the diva is hot, okay? And hey, make sure you check out the show that I co-host with my sisters, Bob the Drag Queen and Eureka O'Hara. It's called We're Here, currently streaming on HBO Max, so go check it out, baby.